Hey my loves, so I'm back with another video, and today we're working with DSoar here. This is a 20-inch frontal with three 26-inch bundles. Okay, and today we are working with some blonde hair. So I'm just going to jump straight into it before I give you guys the details. I stopped using shimmer lights because I find that it always gives me a patchy look. So I was recommended to use the Cool Blonde? Yeah, Cool Blonde by the brand Ion, and I actually really like it. The only thing I don't like about it is it's really soapy. So as you can see, I'm gonna keep adding more and more of the Cool Blonde toner because I just want it to be really white. I really want the hair to be toned to a really white color so the color could look more vibrant, more pretty. So I kept just adding and adding, little bit by little bit. Of course I could have just added a whole lot, but I like to ease my way into it. And although it did get the job done, I just felt like it was so soapy. It took me so long to get the soap out, so just beware of that. But overall I will choose this one over shimmer lights because I don't know, I just find it better to work with, and the consistency is a lot more thinner. So how shimmer lights is kind of a thick consistency. You gotta keep mixing it so it can properly dilute or whatever the case may be. I just find like this one is easy to I'm over here, I'm always bugging on these voiceovers, but y'all gonna see my little mistakes, okay? As y'all can see, this is the color that I achieved, and this is exactly what I wanted. And if you want to keep going and try to get it even more whiter, you can. You just have to sit it in the water a little bit longer, but this was pretty good for me, so this is what I decided to let it form as. Now I'm gonna show you guys a side-by-side of what the hair looks like tone and how the bundles look like the original 613 color that it came in the pack. And I hate that yellowy Barbie doll yellow looking color on 613 hair. So I always tone my blonde hair, always. You would never catch me leaving it just yellow like that. I don't like it, so I will always tone it to try to make it a little bit more white. But overall, I just feel like I've been doing a lot of 1B hair tutorials, and I wanted to switch it up for y'all. So I felt like if I'm going to switch it up, I might as well go all in. So I decided to do this lime green color. I'm kind of late to the trend, but I don't care. I still wanted to do it anyway. So I'm going to be using a Kiss color. I believe it was lime green, the color. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I showed it to you guys. But yeah. So I'm just going to be using the Kiss color, and I actually really like the Kiss color. First of all, it smells amazing. It smells so good. It won't have your hair smelling like chemicals. It smells amazing. It smells so good. So I think I'm going to probably start using Kiss colors more than Adore colors, because I just feel like even though they do kind of serve the same purpose, I just kind of like Kiss colors more, and I feel like you get a little bit more for your price. They're about $4.99 at the hair store, so I feel like a little bit more product comes in the Kiss colors, so that's good for me. So with this part right here, I'm just going to basically be dipping and dabbling and trying to get the color to my liking. You can do a pastel yellow, like kind of a really, like, I don't know how to explain it, but you can do a pastel green, or you can do a really pigmented neon green. I'm kind of falling in the middle somewhere because I didn't want it too green, but I didn't want it too pastel, if that makes any sense. So I made sure I paid a lot of attention. Oh, another thing is too, always remember to monitor your hair when it's toning, and specifically I mean your frontal. The mistake that I made was just leaving my frontal in the water to tone, and I'm not constantly dipping and dipping it in, dipping it out. And what happened was it got a little bit patchy still because I let it sit in a certain position, so some hair got touched and some didn't. So that kind of annoyed me a little bit, but that's very important that you monitor your frontal, because if you're skilled, or well, not skilled, but if you're educated on how to tone your frontal and everything like that, that the roots always get the lightest. For whatever reason, I'm not sure, but the roots always get the lightest, and it pisses me off every time. So until I figure out how to work that, just be careful and make sure you monitor your frontal if you're going to do the watercolor method, okay? So other than that, I think I gave you guys a pretty good overview. Oh, as far as shedding, I did get some shedding. First of all, with all 613 hair, you're going to be getting some shedding, whether it shouldn't be a lot of shedding, honestly, but 613 hair is process, so of course it's going to be a little damage and it's going to shed a little bit, but it shouldn't shed too much to the point where it's unbearable. You understand what I'm saying? So I did get some shedding. If I had to rate the shedding from a scale from 1 to 10, I would give it like a 4 or 5. 4 or 5 out of 10. Like, it wasn't too bad, but it was still some sheddings. But it was very doable, so that's a good thing, I guess. Other than that, I actually really like this hair. It hasn't been giving me any problems so far, and I don't know, I'm just really feeling it. So now that I'm done yapping for the first 5 minutes, okay, I know y'all tired of my voice, I'm gonna just let y'all enjoy the rest of the video, and I'm gonna see y'all at the end. Sorry, y'all, I wasn't done talking. Hold on. Let me just tell y'all something real quick. Okay, so y'all already know I use my lace tint. I think it's True Color Match or something like that, and it's by Lace by Lex. And I love this lace tint. Like, I love this lace tint. Here's the thing though, I feel like when you're working with blonde hair, right, I don't think you should use lace tint like a liquid substance, because it's gonna go straight through the hair. As you can see, my roots are a little greenish brown, if that makes sense. So it seeped into the hair, and it did annoy me a little bit, although it still blended pretty well. I felt like being that it seeped through the lace, what if it was blonde or something and I wanted it, you know, completely white and no roots, you know, it would have looked a little funny. So just beware that. I would prefer to use concealer for my next time, like, you know, the RK by Kiss concealer that I use. I would recommend to use that on blonde hair instead of lace tint. I just found it to be so messy, so until I find a way to do it where it's not so messy and it doesn't seep through, for the next time, I'm probably, most likely, I'm not sure yet, but I'm probably going to use the RK by Kiss concealer. You could get this at your local beauty supply store. It should be on the little makeup rack if y'all see one, so make sure y'all go take a look at that. And if you wanted to know, which I'm pretty sure most of you probably don't care about it, whatever, I'm a shade 10. Sometimes I'm a 9, sometimes I'm a 10, but for the most part I use a 10. So if you feel like you're close to, or my skin complexion, like, you know, whatever, then you could get the 10. Onto the crimping, I was sent a crimper by this company, and I like the crimper, but it doesn't get as hot as I want it to be. Now here's the thing, you don't want to fry your hair, which is okay, but I felt like I just needed a little bit more heat. As you can see, you can still achieve this look and with this type of crimper, but I don't know, I just felt like it wasn't getting hot enough for me. I don't know if it was a mind thing for me. I'm so used to seeing steam or whatever the case may be, but I decided to switch over and use my other crimper, which is the Ion triple barrel crimper. I'm not sure if I said that right, but hopefully I did. Yeah, so this did get the job done a little bit, but I just prefer to use the Ion crimper instead. So this is the crimper that I was telling you guys about, the ion. And what I like about this is the little, well, not count down, but count up. So you can see when it's loading. You don't have to wait for like a whole minute or two just for it to warm up. You can actually see when it's getting gradually hotter and hotter and hotter. And I really like that. I paid about $60 for this. I'm not sure, I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure I paid like $60 for this. And y'all, it's 100% worth it. I love it. It's very durable. You know, it feels very, you know, it has, the quality is just amazing. Like, it doesn't feel like my other crimper. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the other crimper feels a little cheap, I'm not gonna lie, but this one is like real heavy duty. Like, the barrels are, I think it's titanium, I'm not sure. Yeah, titanium. So I really love this crimper. So this is probably going to be the only crimper I use, to be honest, unless it stops working. Hopefully not, though. Alright y'all, so I'm about to take this off. I had to tie it down for a second because I don't want my hair to look, you know, too big or whatever. But we're just gonna fluff it a little bit, just a little teeny bit. You see how it's still big, but it's not too much. See, it's still comb. Y'all see that? It's giving me Kim K. Okay. So, and I put a teeny bit of baby hairs. You can't even see it on the camera. I know you can't because it's that little of baby hairs, but whatever. I look like I'm about to be in a Massive Attack video with Nicki Minaj. Y'all remember that video? This is what it's giving right now because that ass. But anyways, y'all, so I hope y'all enjoyed this little tutorial. I actually had a lot of fun. I'm scared to walk out like this because this is really, really bright, but I'm a bold person, so I really don't care. So yeah, oh my god, I'm feeling the vibes. I'm feeling the vibes. But anyways, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, loves.